Gonna place our phyllo dough right here in our pan. And I love the texture of this. It feels like cloth. And this is phyllo. We are remaking a Greek favorite. We're gonna take our ricotta. Never knew you could actually cut it like this. Was taught by someone, so I thought this method was pretty cool. So you're just gonna cut those slices in there. And you want it to cover the whole bottom. You could just plop it in there and squish it around. I just think this looks really cool and really convenient. So you want the whole bottom layer done. We're just gonna squeeze out that last. Go ahead and spread that around. So they make this dish a lot in Greek restaurants. I love it so much I wanted to make it at home. Get that all spread out. Looks delicious. Now we're gonna take our frozen spinach. You could use it frozen. I defrosted it so that I could spread it around a lot easier. Sometimes it comes in that big clump and you just can't break it up. Get that all spread out. Nice and pretty. I've already taken 2 pounds of lean ground beef and I've browned them up. Into this, I'm gonna add some rustic roasted garlic. This is my favorite. This is delicious. Just gonna add that in there. You could use chicken, you could use turkey. I just like the way that ground beef tastes. We're gonna get that all mixed up. Make sure you get it in all the meat. You want every piece of meat covered in that delicious roasted garlic. And you don't have to use all of this. You can take some of the leftovers and make something else with it. Get that all mixed in. Oh, this smells so good. You can smell the roasted garlic. I could just eat this out the bowl. Now we're gonna go ahead and scoop that in and just put a nice layer. You want everything really layered so when you cut into this delicious Greek pie that you get every piece of deliciousness in every bite. Our phyllo's dripping. We don't want it to get covered. We want it to be the cover. All in there. It's like tucking in a baby. Now we're gonna add our seasonings. I didn't season our meat, so we're gonna add some black pepper. Some salt. And season to taste. Some oregano. That's what really gives it that Greek vibe. I love the smell of all these mixes. Some mozzarella cheese. You could use any cheese you want. I just like the way the mozzarella is light and it melts up so pretty and it tastes delicious with your meat. My kids call this a meatball pie. You don't want too much, or you could put all of it. Just enough though to make it pretty and cover the top so it'll melt in. It'll melt in with that phyllo dough. That is perfect. Now, phyllo dough dries out pretty fast. So we're gonna just fold this over. It cooks up so beautiful though. Makes such a beautiful crust. Get that all in there. All snug. And phyllo comes with no taste, no flavor. So before we pop this in the oven, we're gonna give it a little butter bath. Get your butter, melt it down, get a little brush. Time to paint your food. If your friends have never had this, they're gonna love this dish. You could make it completely vegan. You could switch it up, whatever flavors you like. That phyllo goes good with anything. We're just gonna make sure all that butter gets dripped and goes down the sides. When this comes out, it looks so decadent and so delicious. We got our oven heating at 350. We're gonna pop this in there for 35 minutes. Take it out of its nice little pan, and you'll just see how absolutely beautiful this is. I'm so excited. This looks so gorgeous. I don't get excited about food, but I'm super excited right now. We're gonna go ahead and pop open this spring top and pull this up. Look at that phyllo. It's cooked so pretty. That butter melted down. You can hear the crisp, the cheese. It's so pretty, I almost don't want to cut this. We are gonna go ahead and cut this. I want to try this. All that phyllo. It's gonna make a little mess. It's phyllo. It's the best part of it. It's that flaky, buttery deliciousness. You can see the meat, the cheese, the spinach. Go ahead and get this up under there. This beautiful Greek pie, homemade. Go ahead and get that. Oh, a little bit of a mess, that's okay. Look at how beautiful that is. All that spinach and cheese and herbs. I did not grab a fork, but I'm gonna go ahead and just dig in anyways. This has to be one of my favorites. I know, don't judge, I'm eating with my hands, but I don't even care. The roasted garlic and the meat, the spinach, the cheese, the phyllo. This is an absolute divine meal to make for your friends, your family. Absolutely yummy. You gotta try out this Greek pie that you make at home.